Thank you. It's a cousin of the song that I wrote a year ago. Like a first cousin, so they can't have babies. They sell Canadian grade A maple syrup in New Zealand. It's expensive, but I splurge so I can put it on our pancake breakfasts. And sometimes I forget to put the lid on, and the ants come into the kitchen of this Airbnb we've been renting for 6 months for a fortune. And sometimes I take a magazine and I escort them 2 by 2 in a little glossy lifeboat into the garden. And sometimes I just create an ant holocaust and kill them all with a paper towel. I don't understand which part of me is kind. I don't understand which part of me can be so goddamn unkind. I don't understand why I'm tired all the time. All I know is that last night I wanted to go to bed by 5 o'clock, and I took off my necklace and I turned on the heater, and I couldn't stop shaking, so I put on a sweater and I read the New York Times on an app in my phone next to my sleeping child, and the headlines hurt my mind. 5,000 dead, Cher got an elephant back into the wild, and the light hit his face and his curly-haired head, and I knew I should be reading a good book instead. I can't fit all of humanity into this bed with me. Yesterday I walked by a homeless man in Queen Street. I gave him $20 and then went into a cafe, and someone had sent a crowdfund from their cousin in Milwaukee, and their 7-month-old baby died, and they don't have any money for a funeral for the baby, so they started a GoFundMe, and I fucking deleted the email. I didn't give them any money, and I didn't put it up on Twitter or share it on Facebook. And later in the day, I called my friend in Boston. She has a 5-year-old boy too, and I asked how they were doing, and she said, "We're doing really great. We're just getting out of lockdown." And yesterday we finally left the house and went out walking, and we all went to the toy store, and I said, "Oh, that's amazing." And she said, "Yeah, but, of course the kids had to wear masks." And I was like, "Oh, that's fine." And she said, "Yeah, and also the kids couldn't touch any of the toys." But anyway, enough about me. How are things going in New Zealand? And I said, "They're pretty good." I don't understand which part of me is fine. I don't understand which part of me can be so goddamn unfine. I don't understand why I'm so random all the time. All I know is that last night I had to go to bed by 5 o'clock, and I took off my necklace and I turned on the heater. I couldn't stop shaking, so I put on a sweater and I read the New York Times on the app in my phone next to my sleeping child, and the headlines hurt my mind. 10,000 dead, and how that dress looked hot on Harry Styles, and the light hit his face and his curly-haired head, and I knew I should be reading a good book instead. I can't fit all of humanity into this bed with me. And Emily's dad just died of COVID, and Neil's first editor just died of COVID, and Justine's mom just died of COVID, and Michael got real sick but didn't die of COVID, and look, a lot of people are vaccinated, and look, a lot of people are lying on Facebook, and look, a lot of human lives getting wasted, and Americans swimming to gold at the Olympics. I don't understand why the world can be so fine. I don't understand how the world can be so fucking unfine. I don't understand why I've been drinking all the time. All I know is that last night I had to go to bed by 5 o'clock, and I left all my clothes on, and I pulled up the covers, and I got Ash his dinner, and I let the dishes just sit there, and I brushed Ash's teeth in. We read Harry Potter, and I turned all the lights out, and I should have known better, but I read the New York Times on the app in my phone in the pitch black room, and the headlines hurt my mind. 4 million dead and billionaires are sending shit to the moon, and the light hit his face and his curly-haired head, and I knew I should be reading a good book instead. I can't fit all of humanity into this bed with me. Shh. Mama's trying to read. Mama's trying to read. Mama's trying to read. Thank you.